Hi.
And we're back.
Bye. I'm over.
Bye.
Hi.
Co's not here.
I'm sticking a large thruster on the back of this thing.
But I was here.
5 steel tubes, 12 thruster components. Okay.
So you want me to put a hole right through here, right, Milby? Like right beside the...
Yeah, just go straight down.
Okay.
You might want to move it just a little bit over a bit more. Just a bit.
Yeah, like forward, right? Like away from the platform?
Yeah, just a bit.
That's what you mean? Yeah.
Otherwise you might start grinding a bit to the platform.
Yeah.
No,
Platform enjoy.
I like how I had to specify what might happen if you did that. Just so you know. Just so you know. That's what might happen. So I need 12 of those. And 5 of this. Meh. This little Majigga racing thing.
Maybe we don't even have to race. We should just firefight.
Stick a gun. It would take literally one missile to blow this thing to pieces.
You have to hit, though, and that thing's so maneuverable, it's going to be hard to hit, right?
Well, I'd have to stick a bunch of thrusters like more on the sides, I think. Because it turns really fast, yeah, but I don't know. Ooh. Overloading the
You
power
put
a
a
bit.
thruster on the back.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm overloading the power pretty bad there whenever I move.
Would you have just a small reactor power in it?
2 small reactors.
Oops. Oopsie doops. I disconnected another piece again. Not a big one this time, thankfully. Just a little bitty one.
That's the only scary thing about using that instead of just using your hand, because it does 3 things at once.
Oh, I did that with my hand, actually.
Oh.
Go figure.
Slammed straight into the Goodsy one then. Luckily nothing broke, but I like stopped and it just kept going until I sort of stopped by hitting the Goodsy one.
Shit happens.
Oh, look out. Oh!
Oh! I need like a proximity alarm. Nobody just rode by on his tricycle.
Ride my tricycle.
I want to ride my trike.
There it is.
I'm at a good angle right now. I'm not gonna hit anything.
Yeah,
it looks good, right?
Well,
Okay.
hang on.
Whoa, whoa, wow!
If you
Jeez.
straightened it up a bit more.
Straightened it how?
It's kind of just slightly slanted, so it won't be like a perfect like hold down. Like use the mouse. No, different direction.
Yep. I had to re. Oh, no.
No. Like, oh, so tilt. So turn it. So towards the platform more. Your mouse, like the back end. No, other way.
Oh, other way. Like this.
Oh God!
That.
What just happened to my ship? Oh!
What's going on?
Oh
I'm
my
not
God!
touching
Look at my
anything.
ship!
I don't see it do anything.
Oh! It just fell apart.
What?
Look at it.
What really?
Look at it.
Coming out.
It literally just fell apart into pieces.
What did that happen?
I don't know. The large cargo container just disappeared, and like all the bits of my ship just separated and just floated.
Oh my God!
What the?
It just like come.
Yeah. What the? I don't understand how that just happened. I was just sitting there, and then it just went. Boop. And then it just separated. I wasn't sure first. I was like, wait a minute. Why is my? Oh my God! It's just separated.
It disintegrated like a I don't know, like a slug and salt.
Yeah.
I like how there's parts that still have a reactor with them, so they're just on
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. Oh yeah, they've actually sort of managed to stabilize themselves. It's pretty funny.
So your large container just disappeared.
Yeah, I don't really know what I just did to make that happen.
Turns out it's not the best as a bonding agent.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I wonder if too many or something.
Maybe that thruster burnt it off.
Burnt it up. Yeah,
Maybe.
let's go with that.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go with that.
It's just gyroscope up here in the sky.
Gyroscope in the sky.
I can fly twice as high. Yeah, it looks good now, by the way. You can probably start drilling away.
Alright. I'll help you grind down all this crap.
I can't believe that. What the hell, man?
It's just adorable how it just kind of like...
That was so funny the way it just fell apart then. Alright, you can... I'll get this. It's okay.
Okay.
Maybe I overloaded it and it blew up. I don't know. No idea. That doesn't happen to the Twimbies at some point.
Just fall apart.
Yeah, it would just be like transporting stuff, and at some point they'll just boop, and just separate and fall apart.
It's like your ship had Ebola or something.
Ebola! There it goes. Apparently, someone seems to think that if we leave the middle thruster on override, but then the rest of the other ones on but not on override, that it will not bounce. I still think it will bounce.
I think I don't give a shit anymore.
Are you doing the right click one?
Yeah.
Man, yeah, that really just goes, doesn't it, when in the right click?
Yeah.
Oh man, my Space Engineers has really developed like a major tick now.
Yeah, once this came on, slugfest.
Once what came on? What's
the Jodie Foster?
Oh, you're drilling?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not even gathering this stuff. I'm just digging the hole for our race track. Oh man, fuel time. We're down to 20 minutes. It says.
Man, yeah, geez, like such a big hole. Look at it go, damn. God damn, I say, god damn. It's beautiful. Beautiful. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Man, what made that fall apart?
I guess I'll actually gather some of this iron. We might need it someday.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. I'll change the size of the hole.
Oh, will it?
Mhm.
Oh, it makes it a bigger hole. You're right. Okay. All right. No, none of this will be for consumption.
Man, look at that. You almost threw the whole way through.
Cheese.
Did you say cheese?
Cheese! No, I said G's.
Oh, jeez. There you go. Yeah, the whole way through. Extra
Wow.
space on the
Okay,
other end.
that was quick.
That was crazy. Nice. Yeah, and then you could race down here, like what? Let's do it with one of the bumblebees. No, let's do the Windbee. The Windbee. Hello. Gonna fly the Windbee here. There we go. Today's Space Engineers is sponsored by the letter D for drilling. Yay! Okay. Come on, kids. Let's go inside of the meteorite.
That's where he always took the kids.
Follow me, kiddies.
Here's how much uranium we're having here now. Just get a good idea. Okay, yeah, we're down to 5 now. So basically,
Wow.
what I just did, use 1 whole uranium.
Nice. Well, we got like 90,000, right?
Oh yeah, we have plenty. It's just
We
at
have
some point
like
we're gonna
you
have
have
to,
something like
break her
400,
open.
something like that.
It's got to do a little surgery.
Yeah. It's like giving her a new heart.
You're gonna make it. Got you a transplant.
Got you your pig heart. Got you your pig heart, honey boo boo. And now we're gonna eat a whole bunch of paschetti. I like paschetti and butter. They be my favorite foods.
I don't understand how that became a television show.
Fucking, I don't know, man. Some weird, I feel like weirder shit's become a television show, I guess, really.
Is there name one? I would like to have just one.
The show
Honey
where what's his name? He used to do action films.
Seagal?
Yeah, the show where Steven Seagal is a policeman. That's a weird show.
Yeah, here in Arizona.
Yeah, that's a fucking weird show.
Is he an actual policeman?
Yeah, he is actually.
He's on a posse with Sheriff Joe Arpaio.
Isn't he an actual policeman though?
What they do is they I don't think so. I think it's more like an honor, kind of like a Boy Scout kind of thing.
Oh, I thought he
where
was an actual policeman.
They do some like sort of training so they can figure out how to identify brown people.
Also, Dog the Bounty Hunter is a weird ass show, although funny.
But neither of those I find are as exploitive and just offensive as Honey Boo Boo.
That's true. It does seem to celebrate the fact that this girl is just grossly overweight and
Yeah, and ignorant.
yeah.
And surrounded by other ignorant people that will make sure that if there's ever any question, that she will just be as ignorant as the rest of them.
Yeah, it's pretty exploitative. That poor kid's gonna die fast. I feel sorry for Honey Boo Boo. A little bit.
Just a little bit there.
I feel sorry because I don't think she realizes how fucking shitty her parents are.
No,
Well,
I don't think.
I think everybody should feel sorry for the girl, for sure. It's not her. She doesn't control that situation that she's in, and she's a spectacle that her life is over.
Right.
It's over.
Yeah, she's
And
always
what
gonna be
control does she have over that?
Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah, and she's just a kid. She just probably thinks it's like a game, like a joke. You know, has no way of understanding the concept of millions of people. That's just not happening.
It's not a joke, Honey Boo Boo. It ain't a joke. Okay, if how many? Ugh. Okay, all right. Okay.
I just wonder who watches that stuff.
Enough people,
I
apparently.
don't understand how anybody with any empathy can watch a show like that and enjoy it.
Yeah.
There's been loads of people in the comments now like, I'm actually a massive fan of Honey Boo Boo, and what you have said has insulted me deep down to my core. Honey Boo Boo actually holds many artistic merits. That's an insight into the lives of strange hicks and their love for paschetti and butter.
Why go outside your house to look down on people when you can do it from home? Prime time.
Prime time.
That's why Jerry Springer exists, right?
Yeah.
So,
Spectacle.
but I mean, that's like scripted and fake, at
Yeah.
least.
And even if it isn't, the people that are on there agreed to be
God,
there.
I really hope that is scripted and fake, because if there isn't, I feel really awful about the future of the world. You are not the father.
I think some of that isn't. I mean, I'm sure just as much of it is, though.
Well, I mean, I know a lot of people go on those shows for the free, like, DNA tests or something like that.
Actually, I think that the Jerry Springer show is I think that one is uniquely scripted in comparison to the other ones. Like, not that makes the other ones good TV or something, but I think Jerry Springer was more like arranged than any of the other ones were. So you can't really measure the others by that standard.
Right.
Like, I think, unfortunately, a lot of that stuff actually is real. Just is what it is.
Eesh. This is Space Engineers, and we get to the heart of the world of the matter. Space Engineers.
We tackle the tough problems, space-sized problems.
Space-sized problems.
We need all this space because the problems we talk about are so big.
Yeah. And then he takes his shades off. Looks like we've got a whole space of problems.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Nailed it. Yeah. So, Co.
Yeah.
Although when they're watching this, it'll be way out of date. What are you playing for Scream a Day tonight?
Well, since I just finished Alien Isolation, I was thinking about doing the DLC to see what that's all about. 'Cause apparently
I'm
you play a
curious about that
Sigourney.
too.
The Nostromo thing looks really cool.
Yeah.
Apparently they totally nailed the design of it as well. So some like
Oh.
super buff was like, I went in there not expecting much because he was like I could literally like tell you off of a blueprint where everything is, and the guy was like, and I was like, okay, that's sad, but okay, carry on. And he's like, yeah, it was like literally being in the Nostromo. You could walk all the same things. I was like, wow, it's pretty cool.
I believe it. I mean, the environments that I saw in Isolation, which weren't the Nostromo, were like, oftentimes you felt like you were in the first movie. It looked so accurately close.
I just love that 70s future.
Yes.
And
It
those
was so good.
strange 70s computer sounds.
It's basically Space Truckers is what it was.
Yeah.
It just didn't have like a lot of sci-fi at the time before Alien was had a very high opinion of people. But Alien kind of introduced people to the concept of a dirty, shitty space future, a cynical space future where it's like, you know, people still work oil rigs and shit. Basically, it's just in space now.
Yeah, definitely.
Like before that, it was all like laser guns and shit
white
like that.
sleekness, white
Yep.
sleekness everywhere. No one ever considered blue collar outer space.
Yeah.
And we have Alien to thank for that, and I think it's awesome.
Such a good way to put it. Yeah, but it was always like those strange, like, we're living on the moon, and the wife was there in her like futuristic apron.
The Jetsons.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Jetsons, basically.
Yeah. And more like as we've gone on, I mean, it's obviously a cynical point of view to some degree, but it does seem like the future presented by Alien would be more likely to be true than like the
Right.
whole hyper sleek, hyper advanced reality of like something like the Jetsons or whatever else, like a lot of other 50s sci-fi, basically.
Yeah, no, totally.
50s and 60s.
I have the
Although I have always felt that Star Trek was also a fairly reasonable presentation or expectation.
That was like a very like regimented future where everything's very militarized.
But not overly sleek or excessively high expectations for humanity. Like it's sort of it's within the realm of possibility somewhat.
Although it wasn't a very great Star Trek series, Enterprise did that pretty good. That was quite a gritty looking Star Trek thing. That was like very like bare bones kind of looking thing.
I think that was like destined to fail because it's hard. Well, it's hard to go back and it's hard to make the same technology not feel like it's superior to what you've already seen with the first series. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, if I understand you right, it's kind of like when they made the prequel episodes for Star Wars. Like, how can you make this look modern?
Stuff looked more advanced then than it did. Mm.
Right.
Because they're just better at making stuff than back then. So, like, idea-wise, like, I was looking into that, or I was thinking about that, looking into it, Jesus. I'm a one-man think tank over here.
I was looking into the theory of...
When I was watching Alien, I was thinking about how today, like, even when we make a video game, which is, I guess it's starting to become almost more expensive and more difficult than making a movie, really. So maybe it's not like it's shouldn't be expected or something, but like when a video game sets out, again, I'll use Alien Isolation as an example, to say have a weapon that the character has to use. In the 70s, they would cobble some shit together, and it seemed like they wouldn't really think too hard about what it should look like. Like, sometimes if you look too closely at some of the props they would use, they look really derpy and dumb. Like, they took, like, some water bottles and shit, and just taped it together and painted it. But now, you look at some shit, and it looks like you could fucking maybe actually use that thing. Like, maybe it's a real product.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, attention to design and detail. So that's a big difference from like how they did shit like with the first Star Wars movies, for example, or early Star Trek stuff or whatever. Actually, early Star Trek stuff was pretty well thought out, I think.
It's weird now because it seems like it's cheaper for them to do a CG set than a miniature set, whereas back then it was all miniatures. And I feel like you got more little details from that. You do the CG to some degree.
Well, it's easier.
Yeah.
Now, you know, like making like.
Well, actually. Sorry, go ahead.
I was thinking like you know, Team America with the puppets and stuff like that. They said that was literally the worst thing they've ever done, and they will never do anything like that again.
I bet so.
It is extremely. I mean, just imagine like you have to build it 24 frames a second. That's why animation is so freaking ridiculously hard.
Yeah.
So you have to build each and every single frame. There's no shortcut.
The very first South Park where they did it on construction paper, like they mimicked that in like an episode. They try and remake it in like an episode of South Park, and the way they did it, and it just seems so arduous. Like they actually made it with just like fucking construction papers.
Oh, yeah.
It looked horrendous.
I think the thing is that it also would cost more now because there are fewer specialists available anymore. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about that. You're right.
So it's more of a special skill. But I do think that the results of an extremely well done practical effects approach is still by far better than a CG. And I think it's just because of the fact that there's little things about our reality that we take for granted that lend that realness to it that we're used to, that we don't ever have to think about it. We just take it for granted, and it's so hard to translate that. Like, for example, when I was in university, I did a bit of 3D modeling stuff. And an interesting thing that you had to think about when you're doing 3D models, for example, is whenever you would make like a primitive, which is just like a basic shape, like a cube or a sphere or a torus or whatever. They come out of the program, they just have sharp, perfect, infinite edges, right? Like when you make a cube, it has the sharpest edge ever because it's just mathematically, it ends wherever the edge of the cube is.
Right.
But in reality, if you had like something cube-shaped, like a game cube or a Rubik's Cube or anything like that, a box, nothing in reality has a sharp edge like that. But when you're 3D modeling, you're not thinking about that. You're thinking, I need to make a box. I'll just make a cube. Boom. It doesn't look real though because it has like a razor sharp edge.
Right.
Everything's
kind of like whenever we try to make AI to some degree that seems realistic. The human always picks up that no matter how hard you try, it's like it's too perfect.
Right. Exactly. Like there's things that you can't it's not that we are incapable of realizing these things and thinking of them and solving these problems. It's just it's really hard to wrap your head around some of these concepts because you can't even see that you're missing it. You just don't know that you are. It's too ingrained that your entire life you've taken this for granted. You can't just suddenly not do it. Which is why so many people like that create stuff like this, they do a lot of exercises or drugs or whatever else they can to try to like separate themselves from what they take for granted.
Right. Oh, and we're out of time. Thanks for watching, everybody.
It was beautiful.
Bye.
It was beautiful. Bye.